Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Ultimo Gallos Weekly Wrestling Wrap Up. Let's see what the fuck I got going on here. Okay. We got 4 shows. 2 are recent, 2 are old. I'll explain that in a minute. The oldest of the recent ones, Impact, the throwback episode from what? It's been 2 weeks now. This where it's like an 80s wrestling. It's kind of like WWE Southpaw Regional if they had an actual show instead of just little clips. We get Rip Razor, which is Ace Austin, versus Rapid Delivery Pete, which is Rich Swann. Ace Austin's like an 80s punk rock kind of guy. And Swann's like a pizza delivery guy with a skateboard. And he's got 3 pizzas. Never seen these two face each other, so it should end up being good. And they got similar songs. And it's kind of a nice touch. Like, before the match starts, Rip's out there smoking a cigarette. I felt like I like a mid-80s high flyer match. Really good work for both guys. Pete ends up winning. Rich Swann ends up winning. A pretty fun match, 2 out of 5. Well, then Excessive Force shows up, and this is Falaba and D'Lo, and D'Lo got fat as fuck. D'Lo is huge. Versus Hard Workers, Oates and Hall, Cody Deaner and the other Deaner guy. I don't know his name. Hard Workers are like the Fabs. Excessive Force is SST and LED kind of smushed together. Hard Workers use their speed to eke out a win with a double team sunset flip, and then Excessive Force beats him down afterwards. Pummel and Plunder are their names. I don't remember which one was Pummel, which one was Plunder. 2.5 out of 5. Seeing a little bit of a trend here. Then we got Johnny Swinger versus Buck Gunderson. And Johnny, of course, he's just playing his normal character. Buck, I don't know who this is. I think it's just some local guy. Swinger was the same as he did like 20 years ago. I haven't seen Swinger in a long ass time. Swinger ends up winning the squash, and they use this new thing called instant replay. Yeah, 2 out of 5. Wasn't great, but wasn't horrible. Then we get Jazzy Fit Body, which is Master Moraine, and like, oh god, this total 80s aerobics outfit that's just, oh god, it's horrible. It's horrible. Her hair looks, oh god. Versus Agnes Beerhart. I have no idea who that is. It isn't a good match, but 80s women's matches usually sucked anyway. Unless you're watching like some Japan or some stuff on Mexico. Most stuff in the States was horrible. Jazzy hits a really sloppy looking splash for the pin, 2 out of 5. Then we get our 8-man tag. We got Timber, the Lumberjack, which is Josh Alexander. Gymnasium, which is like the high school coach with the shorty shorts and the whistle and the skin-tight shirt. That's Xavier Desmond. Bill Dean, the evil like construction worker. That's Trey Miguel. Then Ray Strack, which is Xavier Wentz. Best one of the 4. He is just amazing. And then the Rough Riders, it's Georgia Cobb, Mildred Moore, Lady Bird Johnstone, and Blanche Ardmore, which is Tessa, Jordan Grace, Havoc, and I never could figure out who the other girl was. Ray Strack is just fucking amazing. I wish Winston just seriously give it like the whole time he's just doing this. He's running around like he's steering a car. Oh, it's amazing. And he never stops. Gymnasium, good gimmick too, but Ray Strack. Timber hits and invents the double accent on Lady Bird Johnson. Didn't get the pin, though. It only gets 2 count. And the Rough Riders kind of like the 4 horsemen. Ray Strack hits the ring and cleans house. Amazing because Tessa hits a DDT and the commentary doesn't know what a DDT is. So they kind of name it the DDT. But he gets Tessa and the Rough Riders to win, 3 out of 5. They have Congo Kong and the Slam Congo 30,000 Body Slam Challenge. Nobody can do it. Nobody can do it. Then the Muscles McGee, which is Brian Cage, comes out and does it, and he wins. Wasn't a match. Then we get old-ass Gama Singh. Like, Gama Singh got to be like in the 70s. Dale Roy, I know you're all excited because Gama Singh's wrestling. Dale loves him some Gama Singh. I know this. Versus Cowboy Colt McCoy, which is Eddie Edwards. And it's a blindfold match. It's not bad for a blindfold match. It's actually pretty decent. And Colt ends up winning with an Ace Crusher. It's the best blindfold match I've ever seen. But I've only seen there was one in TNA I saw. It was like James Storm and somebody, and I saw one. What was it? Was it Jake and Rick Martel in WWE? Yep. 2.5 out of 5. Then we got our main event, which is Downtown Daddy Brown, Willie Mack, taking on Julian Cumberbund, Ethan Page, with his manager, Sonny Sanders, Sami Callihan. So Lee's Town title match. Julian is International Commonwealth champ. Willie ends up working like Mid-South Air Junkyard Dog, really. And Ethan Page is not a heel. Sonny Sanders has the tennis racket, and he's fucking Jim Cornette. And I think I missed the episode of Cornette's podcast when he talked. If he's talked about this, because I'd love to hear what he has to say. I was laughing a lot, but I like all three guys involved in the match. Willie ends up winning 3 out of 5. So overall, shoot 2.5 out of 5, but it was just so much fucking fun. You know, if you look on YouTube, like a condensed version of this is on there. I think a couple of little shorter things are cut out, but yeah, it is worth seeing, definitely. All right, what else we got? Did it lock up? Okay. This is the newest one I'm watching. This was a SWA Championship Wrestling. Season 2. They quit listening to Season 2, but I'm calling it Season 2 till y'all tell me the season's over. Episode 23. We only get 2 matches. Now, first one, this is kind of surprising because we have Marco Spadilla, the Andy Luchador, and Paul Riot. And this is the first time I've seen Paul Riot without his mask and wrestle as Paul Riot in, God, I think since he got injured, like, man, what was that? Like 5 years ago? 6 years ago? Paul got injured quite a few years ago. And he switched over. He just calls himself Riot and wears a mask. And he wore pretty much the same outfit, just didn't wear a mask this time. Really good little match. Espada is one of the better guys in SWA. Most of the good talent in SWA is former Power Slam talent. Espada is one of the guys that isn't. He's actually fairly good. Damn good little match. We like to see more of both guys in SWA. I'd like them to have a longer match. If they're only going to do like a 30-some-odd minute show, maybe only give us one match. I don't know. I would have liked to have seen like a good 15, 20-minute match. Especially because this main event, it could have been so much better. Okay, the main event's Alexander Zane versus Nick Wonder. Hey, Nick. What's going on, sir? Zane ends up winning. It's a back-and-forth match. Nothing about it really stands out. Like I've said on here before, Mr. Wonder, you know, if he get a chance to cut a promo, I'd like to see more of his character. I'm just curious because in ring, he's not bad. It's just nothing about him really stands out. And I watch so much wrestling. You got to stand out a little bit for me to even really catch. You catch my attention anymore. Zane ends up winning after Wonder distracted by the guy with the briefcase. I think his name's like Scott Gable, Gobbles, something like that. Best Nick Wonder match I'd seen so far. I wish Nick would get some mic time so he can learn more about his character. Zane is good and should be working way more places. 2.5 out of 5 for this one, too. So 2.5 for the show. Not bad. For SWA, that's a good rating. And it's one of the episodes where, besides Paul Wright, none of these guys I really even heard of before SWA. Usually the episodes that I'm joining the ones where it's, you know, people I'm known for a while. All right. Now we're going to go to the old shows. Because that just popped up this past Monday. All right. We're going to start with this one first. All right. What I did basically is I went on YouTube and I looked around and, whoa, that is just too big. Shrink those notes. Yeah. I'm over here. I can see what's going on. I just went on YouTube and I typed in my birthday, July 10th. I'm wrestling and seeing what shows popped up. I've been looking on the network to see what shows happened like around my birthday, but so far none really hit on it that I've seen. I know there's an episode of Wrestling Challenge that aired. Oh my, because I found one match from it, but I can't find the episode. So I was like, all right, you know, I'll look and just see what I can find. Well, first thing I found here is for my 25th birthday. It aired on my 25th birthday. This is which was a Saturday. This is July 10th, 1999. This is Memphis Power Pro. And I didn't see this episode when it aired because that time while I was tape trading, no one that had good quality to be trusted and mailed the tapes pretty promptly was getting Memphis Power Pro. I mean, I was mostly going for like old Mid-South, Continental, like what WCW I didn't have, what Florida I didn't have, you know. Stuff coming out of time, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I got my Lucha, I got, you know, Raw was entertaining still. Start off with Wolfie D versus the Black Sheep from BSK, which is Bobby Dahl. Look this up. And what it is okay, so like Taker and some of the guys form a clique up in WWE that they call the BSK, the Bone Skull Crew. It was what Taker, the Godwins, Rikishi, I'm pretty sure, or one of the Samoans, Yoko maybe. It ends up being a stable now in Memphis in the late 90s, led by who I'm pretty sure is Rikishi, and later on show I realized it was Rikishi. Wolfie D without Jamie, but JC Ice is just odd, but this is Memphis as fuck, so let's just see how it goes. Wolfie ends up going for like a senton and mezzes. Black Sheep, Bobby Dahl gets his chance to show off, and he's okay, I guess. D ends up winning. BSK and Wolfie's dudes all hit the ring. Big brawl, 2.5 out of 5. This is, you know, their Saturday morning. Been coming on, airing live for... Okay, you coming up here? Okay, come on. Aaron Line for who knows how many years. Okay, you can sit right here. I'll pet you. Shame if feeling her best. So our next match is Steve Bradley versus, I says Vic Turney in my notes. I looked up, it was like Mark Tierney. It's even impressive, but lots of this match is just focused on BSK being at ringside. They end up kidnapping the dirty white girl, if I'm remembering right. Match is thrown out when Kid Wicked sent his 80s glam rock video chick into the ring, and Bradley accidentally runs into her. Then Kid Wicked and Vic Grimes hit the ring, and ref calls for the bell. Before I turned to shit, it was actually getting kind of good, so 2 out of 5. Hey, babe. And anyway, this is from like summer '99. This feels like an episode of Memphis I would have saw back in like summer '83 when I was a little kid. I mean, same storylines are happening. Hell, Jerry Lawler just popped up on the screen as I was typing that. You know, he's out there with Stacey Carter. Then he gets a match. He's taking on Bulldog Reigns versus Jerry Lawler. So Lawler gets a squash to start off the second half of the show because these were an hour-long show. Bulldog has Downtown Bruno as his managers. You know, Lawler's got Stacey Carter, Miss Kitty, the cat. Bulldog looks like Vader had a son that was raised by Hardcore Holly. He really does. And Bulldog ends up distracting the ref 2 times while Bruno chokes King with a chain. So Stacey runs over and chokes Bruno with what I think is like a belt. It might be her purse strap. This is kind of blurry footage. Lawler recovers, gets a pin. Memphis is fun. That's how you do a squash match. 3 out of 5. Probably the most entertaining squash match I've ever seen. Then we get what I thought was going to be our main event. And it's BSK. And I looked it up. This would be, you know him as Rosie and Umaga. They're like Maddie Smalls and OG Ekmo or some shit. I don't. And it's them versus 2 jobbers. Like 3 minutes, they get the win. Yeah, that's what I said. I think one of them's Rosie, and he gets closer. Okay, it's Rosie. 1.5 out of 5. Not a good match. Then this guy comes out and he's claiming to be Teja or some shit. And it's just Derek King, like some Daisy Dukes and wrestling boots and like a cheap mask. Even cheaper than this mask. But hey, it's Derek King. It's like, hey, that's 20 years ago, Derek King. Derek's still wrestling. Look at our main event, which is Glenn Kolka versus Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony. Isn't Glenn Kolka Kurgan from the Oddities? I know Dirty White Boy was T.L. Hopper, but I saw him for years and years in Memphis and Continentals. You know, Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony. Kishi's back at ringside with the kidnapped Dirty White girl. Kolka's just beating the fuck out of Dirty White Boy. BSK ends up kidnapping Dirty White Girl again, runs outside with her. Dirty White Boy chases the van. No end of the match. But it does make you want to go to the show that night. That's what they're promoting. They have like a show, I think, every Saturday night in Memphis back then. So it did what it wanted. It was supposed to do. So 2.5 out of 5, 2.3 for a show. Fun show. I enjoyed it. Then, and this might be a little bit of a long one here. I apologize. All right, this is New England Championship Wrestling TV episode number 67. It's aired July 10th, 2014. So my 40th birthday. I missed the weekly NECW TV show. I used to watch it for like about a year, maybe a little bit over a year. Me and a buddy watched it. If we didn't see it on Friday, we saw it by Saturday. Just, fun little wrestling to watch and bullshit about. It was 30-minute episodes. You got 2 matches top, sometimes 3. We start off with a Masshole Mike McCarthy promo. He does his normal spelling stuff, just being an asshole. He's like, and that's because your win was an FLUKE. Fluke. Just so good. He's going to be defending the NECW TV title against Toto Loco in the main event. Masshole refers to Toto as Bozo Yo-Yo. And then one cool thing about NECW is it's all up on YouTube, or this version of the TV show is that you get the same commercials with the NECW sponsor, which is like Manhattan Sandwich Shop. Hey Koro, hey Toto, Japanese food. And then all of a sudden you cut back from a commercial and you got Toto heading in the ring. I'm like, oh, this is going to be the match. It's going to be the entire show. Okay, cool. Well, he gets to the ring and then goes back to commercials. And they're talking about the Iron 8, which is NECW. It's kind of like their King of the Ring. One Night Single Elimination, tournament show. Masshole comes out with this gigantic Masshole flag. I love this dude. And we should be at least got a chance to be like in Ring of Honor, hell, even CZW. He can wrestle, he can work the mic, he can fuck with the crowd so good. And the thing is that NECW is very family friendly. So he can fuck with the crowd like at a PG level, and it's great. All right, so our first match, only match of the show, is going to be Masshole Mike McCarthy versus Toto Loco, the luchador from Tokyo, Mexico. It's a TV title match. Masshole's holding the title. Nice big stalling and jaw jack up the crowd from McCarthy to start the match. Mike gets back in the ring, then jumps right out and goes good with another fan shit. It's just, it's so good. They lock up. Toto takes Masshole down with a leg throw, and Masshole slides over and takes another break. That's his thing. He did whatever he could to piss off the crowd. I'm talking about indie wrestling. in that time when the university didn't have a lot of pure heels, Masshole, there was Masshole being like a total douchebag, and he was still good at being this dickhead douchebag. And then he was, good wrestler and great on mic. He was on the mic, was like a PG version of 97, 98 era Dudley Boys in ECW. I've only seen like one match from the Masshole where he didn't have to keep himself at a PG level. And even then, when he had no restrictions, it seemed like he managed to stay effective and never go past like PG-13 level. So, yeah, really talented dude. Toto ends up going for a dive on Masshole's outside, just kind of stalling. Masshole just kind of moves all the way and dodges it and just smacks the living shit out of Toto, just backhands the hell out of him. Get back in the ring, Masshole hits his head scissor variant. That looks pretty good. The other thing about the Masshole is he's really good at pacing these matches. I'm guessing this match will go about 20 minutes. And then whenever I typed, I heard this kid yell, "Masshole, you're an asshole!" It's like, oh god, really? Well, it's the crowd, not the wrestler saying it. So, yeah. Hold on, baby. Masshole ends up going on the second rope and dives on, does like this twist and flying shoulder block on Toto that only gets a 2, but looks good. Looks really good. He gets up and hits him. You're just really loving this, huh? He gets up and hits him with a Masshole hits Toto with a snap suplex. Both guys are knocked to the mat. 10 count starts. They're both up by about 8, and they're trading chops. And they quit trading chops and 2 kicks and a flying head switch from Toto makes Masshole exit the ring again. Loco follows him out and beats him on the ring side. The kid keeps on calling. These kids keep on calling Mike an asshole. Toto ends up going to the top rope and hits his plancha from like the top rope all the way outside onto the floor. And Mike McCarthy's right by the front row. He rolls Mike back in, but only gets 2 counts. It just took so long doing it. Loco really has good kicks. Like, I mean, it feels like he owns a couple of best of to Jerry comps. He's watching. He's like, oh, I like that kick. Mike ends up jumping off the top rope and catches Toto like midair with a DDT. And Toto just barely manages to touch the rope for the 3 count hits. And Toto ends up winning with like this bridging suplex. I'm like, what the? Come on, NECW. Making Masshole lose my birthday, you fucker. But yeah, 3 out of 5. Really good match. Total show, 3 out of 5. So that was the best show I saw this week. Oh, you done? Okay, well, I'm almost done here. And since it's December, I've started getting Christmas presents in already because most of my family and friends just order stuff on Amazon wish list and have it shipped directly to my house. And I asked, hey, I'll keep it wrapped. No, don't open it. Put this in earlier. This is matter of fact, the disc is in my player right now. This is Jodat Sports Presents The Best of Bruiser Brody, Volume 1, matches, promos, videos, and more. Matches from all over the world. And it's got, let's see, Jodat Sports would like to say thanks to Miss Barbara Goodish and Jeff Goodish, Bruiser Brody's wife and son, for being part of this project. We enjoyed getting to know you and welcome you to future releases. Some of the stars in this DVD include Bobby Duncan, Scott Casey, Jim Dugan, Buck Robley, Tiger Conway Jr., Dick Slater, Kamala, Jerry Lawler, Dick the Bruiser, Big Bubba, Nick Bockwinkel. I think that's spelled wrong. Joe LeDoux, Wahoo McDaniels, Chris Adams, Zambui Express, Al Madro, Abdullah the Butcher, One Man Game, Killer Tim Brooks, also now plus many more. There's the buy. This was like $7-8 on Amazon, if I remember right. Put it in. The footage, I've only watched like the first couple of matches, a lot of Southwestern footage, also a lot of Blanchard shit. Good matches. The thing is that they look like, remember back in the day when you first kind of tape trading before you found out who Jeff Lynch was, or like Mike Mayhem, or one of the big guys you're trading with the guy, his email address was like Taz420@AOL.com. And the shit, oh, that looks really good. You get in, it's a little smear, you can watch it, you can make out who everybody is, but it don't look the best. It looks like, instead of recording off cables, recorded off, somebody holding a set of rabbit ears wrapped in tinfoil outside the window. Watchable, but first few matches look like that, but hey, for the price, it's some great footage. And I haven't cracked this even open yet, but look at this. Death of the Territories, the Tim Hornbecker book. Expansion Betrayal on the War That Changed, Pro Wrestling Forever. I've heard so much good shit about this. If it's anything like his NWA book, it's going to be amazing. So that's it, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I'll be back within a week at least. I'll try to do. I got one film that just ain't up yet. Latest.